Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Wok with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, subscribe, and share. Each time when I cook a dish, I have a plan, but the plan does not always work out how I want it to be. There are always some things that I would like to change to make it better, but there are also other things I really like it that I want to keep. Since I cook every night, and it is this kind of understanding that has helped me to become a better cook. And in this video, I would like to share with you some of the insights that I have obtained in cooking this dish. The main impetus in cooking this fried rice is to use the Polish sausage that I have. At the same time, I want this fried rice nutritionally balanced, so I have some vegetables and some eggs as well. The Polish sausage that I use has already been cooked, but I like it to take on a little bit of fried flavor, so I'm going to fry it first. I'm also going to approach the egg differently by cook them in larger chunks. So by having this plan in mind, the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to fry the Polish sausage first. Since the Polish sausage is already cooked, so all I need to do is to brown it. The thinking of my strategy is to first brown the Polish sausage in the wok. In my opinion, this will give the Polish sausage better flavor. And when I'm doing this, the first thing I noticed that the Polish sausage left a little bit residue on the surface of the wok. And this residue feels a little bit of sticky, so I suspect that it must be some sort of caramelized sugar. Based on my past experience, I was a little bit afraid that this residue could cause things to get stuck and burn to the bottom of the wok. However, I decided I'm going to take a risk and go ahead. Everyone in my family loves eggs, so I decided I'm going to use 6 eggs. And they all like eggs with more distinct pieces. And this is the reason I decided to fry the egg first. I then scrambled the eggs to relatively large pieces. I cleared some space in the middle of the wok and I add a little bit more oil for me to fry the rice. Actually, the bottom of the wok looks pretty good, so my fear did not materialize. To make a good fried rice, the cooked rice is really important. They must be dry. This will prevent the fried rice to become mushy. You can dry the rice in many different strategies. In my case, I just simply put it in the refrigerator overnight. To break up the rice, the most effective approach is use something called a hamburger meat chopper. It is far less messy in comparison to using a wok spatula. I next add some chopped onion that I found in the refrigerator. I find that you can put almost any vegetables into the fried rice as long as they are finely chopped. When they are cut in small pieces, they can be cooked quickly. In this case, I use some frozen vegetables that come directly from the freezer. Instead of using frozen vegetable, I often use frozen corn or frozen edamame. And next, I found some chopped red cabbage. Because you can add almost any vegetable to the fried rice, you have a lot of choices of what you can pick. And one thing that I find to be a lot of fun to do is by picking vegetables of different color. This will create a more appealing visual image of the fried rice. Seasoning a fried rice based on a lot of personal preference. I usually start out with the seasoning agents in my masala dabur, as them shown in this photo. Each time when I cook, I'm using different combinations of different seasoning agents. I love to experimenting with them to see what kind of flavor that I could get. And this is probably what makes home cooking really interesting and fun, because you can create something different every single time when you cook. At this point, the fried rice is done. The next step I am doing is that to fine-tune the flavor of the dish. So I turn off the heat because I do not want the fried rice to get burned. In this case, I decided to add a little more paprika after I did a quick taste test. And now the final step is for me to recombine the Polish sausage with the fried rice. From my personal standpoint, there are two basic types of fried rice. One is that it is rice intensive, the other one is ingredient intensive. And this fried rice definitely is ingredient intensive. The ingredient-intensive type of fried rice, you can make it into a meal, while the rice-intensive type of fried rice usually used as a side dish. I cook this dish mainly for my family because both my wife and my son love Polish sausage, whereas I am more neutral about it. If I'm going to be the only one eating this dish, I probably will omit the Polish sausage entirely. However, there's one thing that I really like about this fried rice, is the eggs. I like them in large chunks so that they are noticeable. So okay, this is an example of how I make a fried rice, basically to please everybody in the family. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, subscribe and share. I'll see you next time.